Stop everything you are doing. The global balance of power just shifted from the boardrooms of Washington to the minds of the Canadian Shield. Today, April 3rd, 2026, we have witnessed the most radical economic maneuver in North American history. For years, the United States assumed that Canada's resources were a guaranteed, low-cost buffet for American industry. They were wrong. Today, Mark Carney has officially weaponized the very periodic table. From cobalt to lithium, from nickel to rare earth elements, Canada has signaled a total strategic embargo on critical minerals exported to the US if the 100% tariff threats are not immediately rescinded. This is not just a trade war. This is a sovereignty siege that could paralyze the Pentagon, bankrupt Silicon Valley, and send the American AI revolution into a tailspin. Today, we reveal the secret law of denial and why Trump's trade team just realized they might have brought a knife to a nuclear resource fight. Let's look at the raw data that Washington ignored. Canada is the primary supplier for 21 of the 35 minerals the US Department of the Interior considers critical for national security. While Trump talks about bringing manufacturing back, Carney is pointing at the ingredients. Without Canadian cobalt, the batteries in every electric vehicle made in Detroit stop existing. Without Canadian nickel, the specialized steel for American submarines and aerospace disappears. Today's internal memo from Ottawa confirmed that Canada has already secured alternative export corridors to the European Union and Japan. Carney is not just threatening, he is diversifying. For the first time, Canada is telling the US, your tech supremacy is built on our soil. If you tax our cars, we stop your chips. The implications for Silicon Valley are catastrophic. The AI arms race depends on massive data centers, and those centers depend on rare earth magnets and specialized cooling systems, all sourced through Canadian processing plants. By invoking the National Production Act today, Carney has effectively placed a sovereignty tax on every gram of material moving south. This is a $1 trillion supply chain disruption in slow motion. We are 93 days from the July 1st USMCA deadline, and the zombie agreement is now a ghost. The Eurasia Group reports that tech giants are already lobbying the White House to fold, fearing that a single week of a Canadian embargo would raise the cost of a high-end smartphone by 40% and freeze American defense production lines for years. Carney is not acting alone. Today's data confirms that Canada has officially integrated its mineral strategy with the Nordic 5 and Australia. This resource alliance controls over 60% of the world's non-Chinese supply of critical materials. Washington thought they were playing a bilateral game with a smaller neighbor. Instead, they are facing a global resource cartel led by Ottawa. By diverting supply to the EU, Carney is securing Canada's financial future while leaving the American Rust Belt without the raw materials needed for its promised rebirth. The Look North strategy is no longer a plan, it is an active deployment. The US energy and tech grid is now officially on life support, and Mark Carney has his hand on the switch. 93 days. That is all the time left before the North American economic integration officially shatters. Trump wants a trade victory at any cost. Carney is making sure that cost is the very future of American innovation. Who blinks first? The data says the American consumer and the defense contractor will feel the pain long before Ottawa does. Leave a comment below. Should Canada cut off the minerals now to force a deal, or is this too dangerous? Share this video with everyone who thinks the trade war doesn't affect their phone or their car. It affects everything. I'll be here tomorrow with the 92-day update. Stay vigilant.